Hi everyone, I have my empties today for you as of June 2016. I have a lot this time. Tried to organize things ahead of time and now it's just like falling out everywhere. So I'm going to try, I say this every time, don't I, for like every video. I'm going to try to not talk too much about each thing because otherwise it's going to take forever, literally forever. For those people that love using the non-literal version of literal. Let's move this along. Oh, I probably put it in the title of the video, but this is an empties and a little bonus something at the end, so stick with me, okay? Or you can just jump to the end, I guess, and find out what the bonus is. The Sephora waterproof eye makeup remover, and this came in one of those bags, I believe, around the holidays where they had a little kind of makeup bags like stuffed full of samples, and it was just using like a code, as I recall. Whatever. I liked it well enough that I actually bought this in the full size, the big bottle. So I feel like it takes out makeup really easily, and what I use this for is I take off my makeup in the shower. You know, don't tell Caroline Hirons, but whatever, I do. And oftentimes, you know, whatever I'm using to wash my face doesn't take off my eye makeup 100%. So I just use this for kind of a quick cleanup. I also use like a micellar water, the Garnier micellar water, but this does do a much faster job, especially if it's like waterproof gel liner or something like that. That's what's still stuck. So takes it off really nicely, doesn't irritate my skin. It does leave a little bit of a kind of an oily film, but you know, like I said, my under eye area is very dry, so that's fine by me. Last sample, this was another deluxe sample, and this was, I think, a 100-point reward type thing on Sephora's site, and it's the Algenist Genius Ultimate Anti-Aging Vitamin C Plus Serum. So I've been wanting to add a vitamin C component to my skincare routine, just to, if I have any sort of pigmentation, I'm looking at kind of taking that down on my face. I do have kind of yellow patches on the tops of my cheeks. I'm curious if there's anything that will kind of take that away, or if that's just the way my face is. I don't really know. Anyway, I really enjoyed this, but this is so expensive. So what I'm looking to, if it wasn't so expensive, I would definitely buy the full size because I really enjoyed how it applied, and I felt like maybe it did something positive to my face. It's been too long now, I don't remember what I thought it possibly did, but I do recall thinking that there was a slight difference and I enjoyed it. And the way I used it was I mixed it into my antioxidant serum, the Olay Regenerist, which I think is in this Empties. So I'll talk about that shortly. So I mixed that in and then just smeared it on, and I enjoyed that. So now I'm just gonna go on to kind of the non-sample size things. Clean and Clear oil absorbing sheets. These are my favorite style of blotting sheets. It's more like a kind of a plasticky film. For example, here's a used blotting sheet. I feel like those can have the largest capacity for picking up oil. It only very rarely will it take any makeup with the sheet, and I think that's more telling about the makeup as opposed to the sheet. So I just like that they can take a lot of oil. So even when my T-zone was like super oily, where in any other sort of like paper type sheet I would need to use more than one after about 4 hours, that one I could just use one and I'd be good to go. So I always buy those, or the Up and Up version of those, which is the Target brand. So, but yeah, really like those, really enjoy those. I buy whichever is cheaper, and they often have coupons for those, and it ends up being cheaper than the store brand because you get like $1 off, and that's pretty significant savings. So next I have a couple hair items. This one I'm not completely finished with, but I think I only have one left, like one use left, and it's the John Frieda Color Refreshing Gloss Weekly Salon Treatment for Cool Brunettes. It says it adds deep espresso color to eliminate red-orange tones in just 3 minutes. So it's kind of like a, I think, kind of like a direct dye type situation. Since I have large variety of colors in my hair at the moment. Before I use this, I had been consistently dyeing it brown, but when it was fading to a more reddish tone, and it just looked sad. And this helped kind of look a little bit better, and it also smoothed, I'd say, the transition between my roots and the hair, because then my natural hair, which is, there's a fair amount of growth here, as you can see from the gray hair, my natural color is mostly in a kind of an ashy brown with gray and with some red, like individual red hair and blonde hair. So, but the majority is more a very cool toned brown. So then you fade and you've got this very warm, like almost reddish brown. And so this kind of took down the redness a little bit without having to do another coloring. And overall, I really like the effect of this, but I do think it irritates my scalp a little bit, and you do have to be careful about not getting the gel itself like on anything in your bathroom, because it will stain, and it does kind of stain your hands a little bit, so you have to wash them right away. So it is like putting kind of a diluted dye as a weekly treatment. So I would recommend it. It's not very expensive, and I think it does definitely get your hair looking better, especially if you're trying to stretch out the time between dyeing. And they have different, all sorts of different ones. I think they might have like a red refresher, and they probably have a blonde, you know, toner type color. Whatever. I was just looking for this because there aren't, what I was looking for was more like a kind of like the purple shampoo, but for brown hair. So taking out the red and orange as opposed to the brassy yellow. So this is what I ended up getting. So I wouldn't repurchase this just because I do think it irritates my scalp a little bit, and that's a bummer. But otherwise, I really enjoyed the effect. So the thing that kind of threw me off a little bit, I just had this urge to do kind of a purple dye, but of course it came out more burgundy. So I used this Vidal Sassoon, what's it called? Solanist, and it's in Darkest Intense Violet. So, I mean, to me, yeah, it's a little bit, it just came out kind of burgundy. So, wah, wah. It was okay, but it is kind of a pain to do because you mix up the color, but then, and you're supposed to apply it with a tint brush as opposed to like a squeeze bottle. And then once you've used like most of it, I think, like on your roots, then you mix in like this serum and mix it up and then put that in through the lengths. It just took a long time to do. And because it was like a red color, it took forever to rinse out. So I have a like cool brown that I'm probably going to dye my hair next with. And in fact, I probably should have done it today, but whatever, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. We'll see how I feel about that color. Maybe if the color is really nice, I would buy it again, but I did find this to be a little bit of a hassle, so would not, unless I find a really compelling color, I'm not gonna buy that again. So I have a few more hair items, which is just amazing. I've been finishing all these hair things lately. This one's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo, and this is the 1.8 ounce like travel size. I bought Sephora had a kit of dry shampoos. I don't know if they still have it. Probably not. I thought it was a really good deal because I was considering buying the travel size of this one outright, but I ended up paying a little bit more, but getting a ton more different dry shampoos to try, which is good because I didn't really love this one. I feel like it works pretty well. But I didn't like the scent. It's not like their scent that's in their other hair products, like the PhD or the overnight nightcap protector thing. It's not that scent. It's a little bit more floral or something. I don't know. I don't like it. It's okay. It's tolerable, but it's a little too strong, and I didn't love the scent of it. So I have difficulties with dry shampoos and scents. I do like to mention this every once in a while. Nope. Other hair item. I think it's the only hair item left in here. The Tresemme Extra Firm Control Trade 2 Spray. Number 4, that everybody loves and talks about it. I bought it because everybody loves and talks about it. I know really nothing about hairspray. I don't use hairspray very often. I only very recently realized that I could spray my hair when it's down and keep it from separating so much. I mean, not completely, obviously, at my cowlick, and kind of keep it out of my face so I'm not constantly moving it like that. So yeah, I'm just not a hairspray person. But everybody says it works well, so, and this is cheap, so I will continue to buy it because I like it fine and I don't really know any better and it's cheap, so I enjoy that. So I do have another one of these that came in like maybe a Target beauty box, something like that. I think the only body care item I have is just my favorite body wash. It's the Dove Purely Pampering Nourishing Body Wash and pistachio cream with magnolia. I like the scent of it. It's quite sweet. It's very pleasant and it's very moisturizing as long as you get out of the shower after rinsing it off somewhat promptly. I tend not to do that, so. Lorac Pro Plus Fiber, as I recall, this is like a humongous. Oh, it's not so bad. But it does get very gloppy. I liked it okay, but it was nothing. I could work with it. I could get a lot of stuff on my lashes, whatever. Buxom, what is it? Vanity Lash Mascara, it says. Full and Fabulous. This is, I think, their mascara bar or whatever. I recall really not liking this at first, and then kind of it was all right, maybe. I don't even remember why I didn't like it, but I did not like it. CoverGirl Professional Super Thick Lash, since we're on a roll with mascara here. I have bought this quite a few times before. This one's the brown, I think. Black brown. I like the wand. I like the formula, but this one was not closing properly, so it encountered a lot of resistance right here, and I didn't realize that it was doing that, so I wasn't getting it fully closed, so it dried out really fast, unfortunately. But I will buy that one again because I think the packaging has changed, but I like it. I do enjoy that one when it's closing right. I have another one of the super thick lash, but this one I think was black. Yeah, very black. And yeah, like I said, I like it. Revlon Ultimate All-in-One Mascara. So this one's kind of funky. I like it, but it is kind of hard to work with. But the wand is small and short, and it's kind of wet. I did like it though. I don't know that I would buy it, just because it was a little bit hard to use, but I liked it. I know a lot of people don't like it. Last mascara, I believe. This is the CoverGirl, the Supersizer, and this is just the original one. And I do like this, though I think I prefer Clump Crusher. That's kind of my standard go-to. This MAC Select Cover-Up in NC20. Obviously too dark. I really like the way this works, but I would need a lighter shade, and this is the lightest yellow shade that they make. It's quite old now because I bought this when I was still working, so it's like at least 3 years old. Yeah, so I just need to put that in back to MAC. NYC City Proof 24-hour base. Well, this is the problem. It like dried too much and it broke, and even like, well, it's kind of broken, but whatever. But it's just too dry. I don't know. It's swatching okay on my hand, but every time I tried to use it on my face, well, you know what? Now it's warmer in the house. Maybe it's kind of a little bit more melted. Whatever. Using something that's broken like this is just a hassle because it ends up falling out and then it gets all dirty and gross, so yeah. I found it to be just kind of a mediocre primer, I would say. Better than nothing, but not as good as most of my regular primers, so. Jordana Fabuliner Liquid Eyeliner. I got this on clearance, as I recall, from Walgreens. It has a very rigid, kind of thick tip, and this is in brown. Yeah. So it was okay. I prefer something like my Physicians Formula, that Serum Eye Booster pen, which has a brush tip, and actually that's the mascara or the liquid liner that I have on today in brown. I prefer this one a lot more. So it has a little shaker ball. So it actually has a brush tip, and yeah, it's just easier to apply. I give up. I give up. Every time I try to wear this, I don't like the way it looks on me. This is on my use it up list, and I can't. So it's the Rimmel Airy Fairy, it's lasting finish? Yeah. I don't know. It's just not, I feel like it's just not working with my skin very well, and I give up. I give up. I'm not going to finish it because every time I put it on, I take it off. A couple skincare items, the Olay Regenerist Regenerating Serum. This is the fragrance-free. Always get the fragrance-free when you can. I like this quite a lot, and I feel like my skin texture maybe a little bit improved. I bought this instead of the Paula's Choice Antioxidant Serum because this is a lot cheaper. It's cheaper, you can get it on sale, and it's also 1.7 ounces versus 1 ounce, and this was lasting me a lot longer than the Paula's Choice one. And yeah, so I like it. And I like the packaging a lot better. I like that it's a pump, and that pump just gets everything out of there. And it applies nicely. I do 2 pumps, and that covers my whole face and down to my neck and a little bit of my chest. So I like that a lot. It's not that super silicone-y slippy feel, but it's also a little bit less runny than the Paula's Choice one. So yeah, I like that one quite a lot. I feel like, I don't really remember, but I noticed kind of a change in my skin, and the only thing that had been different was that serum and a toner from Paula's Choice, the Skin Recovery Toner. So I think it's the serum that was to thank for that. So I finally finished this. This felt like it was going to take forever to finish. It's the Paula's Choice Lip and Body Treatment Balm. And well, I mostly finished it. There were some little bits that were like starting to be crystallized that I can't have like chunky stuff on my lips. So I was using this at night as my overnight balm. I wouldn't buy it again. I didn't find it to be super fabulous. It was okay. But mine didn't like lock or anything closed. It just kind of, it stopped turning, and that always kind of bothered me because it always felt like it was just open. I'm using now the Tatcha Camellia Gold Lip Jelly thing, and I don't find it to be very fabulous either, but it was like 3 times the cost, so. 2 more makeup items, yay, that I like totally finished. First one, well no, let's talk about this one first. This one I actually finished a long time ago, but I don't know, I had it in my head I was gonna do a pale skin swatches video with it, but I never did, so I just kind of like was lingering over in my little drawer, and I was like, you know what, I need to announce to the world that I finished a lip product. So it's the Color Riche Balm SPF 15. I don't think these have SPF in them anymore, and so yeah, I used it all the way down. I might be able to get a swatch here. It's quite sheer. I liked that it had SPF. It was a nice way to get some color on my lips and a little SPF and an easy form factor, but I did find that it kind of dried out my lips, which is nothing new because most things do. My lips are naturally very dry, so most things do not help with that. And last thing, I really like this. This was on my use it up list, and I ended up liking it a lot. I had used it quite a bit, but I don't know, something about it. I just really liked it this time. This time I decided to finish it, and it's the Guerlain Precious Light Rejuvenating Illuminator, and it's shade 01. So this comes with more coverage than the Touche Éclat, and I don't know if I'll be able to get anything out of the brush. I can't click anymore. So there. So it's quite light, which is fine for me, but it has a little bit more coverage. But the really neat thing is it doesn't crease very much at all. Like, as long as I kind of tapped it out, it could actually stay under my eyes without creasing, which is impressive. When you have like really kind of deep creases under your eyes, you just kind of expect that everything's gonna crease. And I could use this as an eye base, and it was really nice. It would keep my eyeshadow from creasing, and it kept it looking vibrant and kept it from fading. And so it was really nice because I could just kind of brush it on the eyelids and under my eyes, and it just was all in one. So it's not really enough coverage for me right now with the darkness issues, but yeah, really would consider, like, after I get through some more concealers, I think I might, and I don't need as much coverage, I might actually buy this. So that was really surprising. So if you made it this far or you skipped to the end, my little bonus, I'm doing a giveaway. I haven't done a giveaway in a little while, and I decided what I was going to do is just do a few things more periodically as opposed to doing a really big giveaway, you know, less frequently. To make this a little bit more of a subscriber appreciation giveaway, I am not going to put it in the title of the video so that I'm not getting people that are just coming for the giveaway. So I have two things. Basically, I think what I'm going to do is just pick two people, but I am going to have a way that you can indicate whether or not you would be interested in this. So one of the things that I'm giving away, I would have used, but it's just not enough coverage for me anymore, but I do how this worked under my eyes. If you have a lot of under eye dryness and don't need a lot of coverage, I think this is an awesome product because it did not look dry or cakey under my eyes at the end of the day, which is not a lot of things do that. So it's the CoverGirl Plus Olay, the Depuffer in Fair, and if you're looking for something to set it, I found the NARS Light Reflecting Setting Powder, the pressed version, to work amazingly with not causing it to be cakey. And if you want a drugstore dupe, the Sonia Kashuk Chic Luminosity Powder, as far as I can tell, it's exactly the same as the NARS. So those are really great options for setting this, and your under eye area will be looking very skin-like and natural. So if you are interested, I will have a way to show that in the giveaway. I totally understand if you're not interested because this is, you know, it's the fair shade plus it's not a lot of coverage. So not going to be a good fit for a lot of people. So I just wanted this to be kind of like a bonus little extra prize. So there's that. And then the thing that I think a little bit more of you might be interested in is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. So when there's a really like screaming deal on makeup products, I'll occasionally buy them and keep them for a giveaway. So this was, I think, like Dermstore or somewhere like that had it marked down at a good amount, and I think you could use a coupon on top of it. So I got this for a really great price. If you watch my highlighter tag video, you know that this is one of my absolute favorite highlighters, and I will show you mine. So here is my full size of Becca Moonstone. I think it's a very nice option. It's it might look like it's kind of yellow in the pan, but I find on the face it really is not super yellow, and my hands are lighter than my face. So there you go. And if you are interested in seeing how it looks when I actually apply it, I will link my highlighter tag video where I have a demo of actually using this on my face. So that will be the other prize that's available for the giveaway. So I will leave a link to where you can enter the giveaway. It is going to be US only just due to shipping. And yeah, so I think that's it. So good luck with the giveaway if you do enter. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you've finished anything recently and whether or not you'd buy it again. That's always kind of fun to find out. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll